Jay Hibb, Stretford, Paddock. This is Transfers Live, and joining me is Joe, but it's not Joe Smith.
No.
It's Joe McGrath off the radio.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Thanks for letting me on again.
No, the pleasure is ours. Thanks for coming on. We're forever grateful when you grace us with your presence.
A lot of times when I do these late night shows, everyone thinks I'm really drunk.
Why?
I think it's because of the mixture of
because of the bottle of JD you've just done it.
No. It's a mixture of the little tiredness creeps in here about half time.
Yeah.
It's not too much, and then there's a mixture of caffeine because we're all just sipping wild caffeine drinks, and then I say some crazy stuff as well.
You do,
but I promise I'm not pissed.
But you like that anyway.
Love it.
I like that about you.
Yeah,
you know, even when it's like when you do the morning stuff, you're a bit.
Love it.
Yeah, you're a
Cheers.
bit. Cheers. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Nice bit of Pepsi.
Great to be here.
Pepsi Max and Pepsi Max Cherry, but we're not sponsored by the Pepsi Cola company, although if they do want to sponsor
Give us a call.
We are listening to offers, even if it's just free drinks. Get involved in the comments, get involved in the chat. We've got loads to talk about tonight, mate.
Chat's already been going off.
Popping off, as the kids say. We've got Saul Niguez.
Yeah.
Apparently it's us or Chelsea who are going for him.
I'm worried about Chelsea getting him, you know.
Mate, they ain't got money. They never spend money. They ain't going to buy anyone. Hey, what about that? When's the last time they won a trophy?
Hey!
Never won anything, and they've not got any money. Think about it. We've also got Camavinga.
Yeah.
What's happening with him? We'll find out. Declan Rice. Bit of news there, perhaps. Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting
He's saving the best to the last.
Do you know what I mean?
He's saving the juicy stuff.
We've got
to write at the
Erling
end.
Haaland.
No, that's even juicier. Even a juicier story.
There's this story that me and you've been arguing about upstairs.
Yeah, I want to get into it, but I know we've got to save it to the end.
About
keep people hooked in.
Some kid called Cristiano Ronaldo might be joining the smallest team in the Northwest.
I'll let you know. Macclesfield Town.
Yeah, Macclesfield Town. Right, I wish he was going to Macclesfield Town. He's been linked with a move to Manchester City. Looks like there could be some fire to that smoke.
There is something there. I'll give my opinion
We'll
later.
get into that one later anyway. Get involved in the comments as always. Give us a like. Hit the subscribe button if you've not doing already. We're over 600,000 subscribers, so much appreciation to all you people. Also appreciation to Deeper Intentions, who's joined the academy.
Deeper Intentions. What are your deeper intentions, mate?
Thank you for that.
To take over this channel one day. That's what he said.
Well, mate.
Good luck.
That's a curse rather than a blessing. We'll start off with Camavinga. Eduardo Camavinga, as he's known, is available for 30 million quid. Mm-hmm. Right, he's out of contract next summer. Now, we've had these reports before, and it looks like there is something going to happen here. I think it was the manager at Rons, I think where he is, was saying that they're not just going to let him go for nothing next summer. So they are going to have to sell him this summer, get some money for him. 30 million quid, 18 years old. If you're a Glazer, then, have a word with yourself and sell at United and fuck off. But you might be looking at going, there's a sell-on value there. We get him in. He's only 18 because that's how the Glazers think.
There's one. We don't think of the innocent Glazers, do we?
What innocent Glazers?
There must be other people called Glazers.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just think
do you reckon they get tweeted at? They had nothing to do with it. Dave Glazer, who lives in fucking
he's a plumber.
Chorlton. Yeah, he's a plumber. And he gets messages
all
saying, why
around
don't
the
you
city.
Fuck off?
Love United, Glazers.
Yeah. And he's like, what?
Have a moment for the Glazers that are innocent.
Yeah.
No, but good prospect. Yeah, if you buy him now, 30 million.
Yeah.
There's maybe a bit of profit down the line.
You can see it. It's come from Fabrizio Romano. It says Manchester United midfield target list in order is number 1, Camavinga.
It's like a countdown, this, isn't it?
Number 2, Saul Niguez. Number 3, Ruben Neves. Of those 3, the one who could probably become the best out of all of them is Eduardo Camavinga. The problem is, the one who's most oven ready, as the Tories like to say, is probably Ruben Neves because he's played in the Premier League and he's ready. And the one who's probably the most talented at the minute is probably Saul Niguez.
And I'd suggest that we'd need oven ready. I know we're building for everyone says we're building for the future, but you look at some of the comments that were made on Monday Night Football with Carragher, and he was sort of saying, surely the building has to stop at some point, and surely it's kind of sooner rather than later. So if we need oven ready, if we bring Camavinga in and we get the best out of him in 3 or 4 seasons, then I get it, it's a great buy for the future, but to have someone to create stability now, to build for the team right now, I think as a United fan is most important. I want to be making sure that there's no runaway leaders. There's no City running away with the title this year, Chelsea running away with the title. I want to make sure we are there, final day of the season, we could potentially have our hands on that trophy. And that is, an oven-ready player needs to be there for United.
Yeah, because I'm not saying that Saul Niguez isn't, ready in terms of he could come in and sign and do a job. I mean, he's still got to get used to the Premier League. He's got to get used to moving over to England. And that Ruben Neves is just there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
like,
just
he could hit the ground running. You can see another quote there. It says, if Man United were to place a bid for Camavinga, they'll have to sell to raise the funds, and it's most likely United will sacrifice attacker even Jesse Lingard, who spent last season on loan at West Ham. That's come from ESPN, and when we traced it back, it actually came from there. You can see there, that rag that is the Sun. Don't buy the Sun, so I don't put much weight in there. Jack Lynch in the Super Chat says, what is the point in buying another midfielder if Donny van der Beek is not playing at all? I think with Van der Beek,
it's just tough,
a hot
innit?
topic.
So hot.
Is he a 6? Can he play as a 6? I know he has done, but can he fill that role?
We're clearly not filling the role in Ollie's head. Ollie's seen him day in, day out, and there's something not clicking for him. And even with the pressure, you're forgiven. Even with the pressure of fans and media and chat and debate about why he is not playing, Ollie is not giving in to any of it, is he?
No.
He's not budging at all.
No.
Like, it's becoming... The Ollie and Van der Beek situation is becoming a bit of a parody of itself. Literally putting him on the last 10 minutes and then he does fuck all. And it's like, well, what's going on there? Why do we splash the cash? And are we not just going to waste even more money if we splash the cash further? There was a lot of Van der Beek this summer in the away top, and fans were suggesting that maybe we're going to use him more because he was in a lot of the pictures of the new... and he's not being used at all. And yeah, we're struggling, and... Surely,
He's been in the pictures.
He's been in the pictures. He's in the Twitter header.
That's official. He's got to play every game now.
Yeah,
if you're in the picture, you've got to play.
Well, do you not think they go to Ollie, Ollie, who's playing? Who's going to be your star men? Yeah. And Ollie gives them a couple of names.
No.
Because you'd be fuming. You don't see Phil Jones advertising the away kit, do you?
Yeah, but there's a reason for that.
Why?
No respect to Philip Jones.
Why, Jay?
Because if you put Paul Pogba in a kit, it's more likely the kids are going to want it and buy it. If you put Philip Jones in a kit, it's more likely the kids ain't going to want it.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not, and I'm trying alone. I'm a lone person in this, and not to have a dig at Phil Jones because I just get bored of it. Everyone piles on him. But let's be honest about it. Do you know what I mean? Get involved in the chat. Hit the like button as well, man.
Smash it.
Do you know what I mean? Smash that like button. If we get Camavinga, though, does he come straight into the team? I know he'll be better in a couple of years, only 18, but do you throw him in straight away or do you stick with McFred?
Van der Beek would be fuming if he goes straight into the team.
Yeah.
It would cause a bit of disruption, surely, in the makeup of United's squad. In this... you build teams win your championships, and to bring in a younger midfielder, Camavinga, and to place him straight in the starting 11 would cause a disruption. Even with Fred and McTominay as well, Fred might be thinking, so you're suggesting this guy's better than me? Sorry, you bang, they flipped your thing up then.
Just don't see my screen because I'll see that filth that I'm looking at.
So I just think that definitely not, because... He's kind of Ollie buying this player and kind of going, well, I think he's better than all you, even though he's younger.
Can you not say, like, I'm buying him for the future?
Who's this?
Ollie. I'm not doing an Ollie impression. But, like, you could say, I'm buying him for the future. Like, this is why we've got him. Not that I don't rate you guys, but he's 18.
You're it's like when I buy stuff from the frozen section and I have to speak to the fridge.
Yeah.
I'm buying this for the future.
You guys are short-term, immediate. You're, you know what I mean, relevant right now.
Got my eye on you.
But that is in the future.
Right,
I think with Ollie, though, to be honest with you, he doesn't have to sell it to Fred. He can just do what he wants. He's the art manager. Do you know what I mean? Go out and buy who he wants.
And Fred can't scratch his head and wonder why.
Yeah,
game of the weekend wasn't the best, was it, for him? Wrong place, wrong time for the goal. Some sloppy passes. His work rate's always been good because he just needs to put in 100%.
I just feel that if we are going to win the title, we have to get some sort of DM in, whether that is going to be Van der Beek if he can play there, which I'm not sure is suited to him personally. I know that's his best role. Whether it's Ruben Neves who can play there, whether Saul Niguez can play there, whether it's Camavinga. My only sort of reservation, if we get Camavinga, I won't be upset with it because he's a great player and he's only going to get better. My only sort of concern is, does that push us towards the title challenge now?
No,
because he might only play like 15, 20 games this season. It might take him a little while, and Ollie might look at him and go, he's one for the future. And listen, you know my thoughts on Scousers, but you've got to give Jamie Carragher credit. I thought he spoke a lot of sense.
He did speak a lot of sense.
Football, and I don't take any pleasure in saying that, but it's true. And he was saying, now is the time for United.
Yeah, that's what he said.
It's not like this process and this planning and this, we've had, Ollie's now had 2 full seasons. This is his 3rd one.
Yeah.
This is his Is this his Sir Alex in 89-90?
I think so. This is, and also let's say he has had 2 good seasons, right?
Yeah, no.
I know we've not won anything, and there's a lot of regret in certain games, like the UEFA, the Europa League final. A lot of regret there on everyone's side. But he has had 2 decent seasons, progressive seasons, 3rd, then 2nd, semi-finals, then a final. Yeah. So the pressure is on this season. If you look at the natural progression, you would suggest that maybe we get our hands on a cup this year. And maybe we do even better in the league.
I thought Gary Neville hit the nail on the head with the Europa League final. Losing that was big.
Because big.
As Gary Neville said, I don't know what made it about Monday Night Football, but they were talking a lot of things I agree with. Had we won that, Ollie can go into the season with that trophy under his belt and maybe get away with a trophy of the season this season because you think he's already won something. Maybe we finish 2nd again and people go, actually, all right, we look at the money that's bandied about, the fact that other teams are strong, getting 2nd is decent. But now I think the pressure is on him. I'll dive into some of the comments, then we'll move on. Anthony Jarvis, Jay, this isn't our year. It's next year when Haaland and a few others come through the academy. Yeah, we'll be getting into Erling Haaland a little bit later on. Rohit Kulkarni says, Ruben Neves could be the best answer out of those 3 because he's an established player in the league. We need someone who's ready to play in the Premier League now. I agree. Humayad Mirza says, Jay, you have to start questioning the signing of Wan-Bissaka because why buy a defensive right-back who is terrible on the ball when we are trying to play possession-based football? He's not as good going forward, but I don't think he's as terrible as some people may. Not had more assists, I think, than the likes of Kyle Walker last season, and he got a couple of goals.
Put a lot of pressure on Wan-Bissaka.
Christopher Singh in the super chat says, is Wharfside rough? Work got me out of flat there.
Wharfside? Yeah, that's Old Trafford way. Do you know the new tram stop?
Oh, yeah.
That's with the Wharfside tram stop. Right, so the new tram stop, it's near a tram stop. Yeah, I don't know. It's not rough either. Nothing much about Old Trafford when there's no games on, is there really?
There's certain parts of Old Trafford that are quite poverty-stricken, but I couldn't tell you whether Wharfside is. I'm not being horrible. It's as some areas that are a bit rough. Yeah. I used to live in Stretford twice. I've lived in Stretford.
There's the Spoons, obviously,
down the road. Surav Mukherjee, sorry if I butchered your name there, mate, in the super chat says, is it true? Chelsea made a bid for Saul. Fabrizio seems to have tweeted, are we going to lose Donny if Saul comes in? Any thoughts? We are going to get into Saul Niguez shortly. In fact, should we do it now?
Should we get onto it now?
Because this is one. There it says it in the graphic. The race is on for Saul Niguez. Chelsea or United. An official bid from Chelsea is on the table, whilst there is nothing official as of yet from Manchester United for the midfielder. Now, there's lots of reports, and Romano's spoken about this, and I think this has emanated from him. Also, Alex Shaw from ESPN was tweeting earlier, and he says, Ollie likes Saul Niguez, and contrary to a lot of what people think, or what a lot of people think, if you get my words in the right order, Ollie knows we need a midfielder. Yeah. It's not like Ollie's watching the football on Sunday and going, tell you what, no man, you might.
I hope
still got it. Come on. Do you think that every single United fan you've spoken to, and it is every single one, I have yet to see a United fan who says our midfield is good enough.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely it's the one sort of constant that all United fans agree on. I've seen United fans argue about anything. They'll argue about whether Pogba's good enough.
Yeah.
I've even seen Bruno Fernandes get criticism, which just baffles me. Yeah, the one thing that almost every single United fan agrees on is we need a DM or we need another midfielder. Fred and McTominay or Matic or whoever aren't the answer. So I cannot imagine Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sits there and goes, yeah, we'll be all right. I can't imagine that he watched that against Southampton with the amount of possession we lost in the middle of the park and went, we can win the title with these. I think he's got to see it. And I think Ollie's a very astute man. I think he don't get enough credit for it. Some of the tactics he's come out with, people say just no tactics, just vibes. But he's sitting like 4 times or something or whatever it is. Beat PSG twice. You don't get those results against those teams unless you've got something about you. You don't get 2nd and 3rd in the league unless you've got some sort of, tactical nous. So I think he must see it. Get involved in the comments, let us know what you think. Joe, what do you think?
So I'm just mainly focusing on what sort of directs a player to where he's going to go. So we're both going from Chelsea and United. He's looking at both teams.
Yeah.
Both of us are quite rich. Both of us probably offer him the same amount of money.
Yeah.
So what then changes the decision? Management, squad, their ambitions, and how they may have watched them in the past. I think Chelsea will do well for being the champions of Europe. Winning the Champions League. That'll definitely, sort of maybe turn his head slightly.
Yeah.
But maybe he could find little things that he likes, with the Sancho move and the Varane move as well, and especially with Rashford being the kind of star that he is, it'd be interesting to see if it was kind of the deals were sort of both the same, where he'd naturally want to float to.
You make a good point there, because like certain things that you can't quantify, like he might want to live in London.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I'd take him up to Manchester. I'd show him.
Take him up Manchester.
Droylsden.
Yeah.
Droylsden at dawn.
Yeah.
Weast at dusk.
Moss Side
in the summer. So look, do you know what I mean? Hume at
Moss
twilight.
Side. Submarine was invented in Moss Side.
Thank you, yeah. Hey, you don't get that in London, do you?
Submarine.
The submarine, mate. First computer, Manchester, mate. Look it up, yeah?
The flip-flops.
The flip-flops. The bouncing bomb was invented in Manchester. Hey. The Happy Mondays. Need we go on? Anyway.
Yeah, they were invented in a lab as well.
Yeah.
What have we done?
Experiment that went wrong. But no, like, he might look at London, he might go, I want to live in London. Some players do that. He might look at it and go...
They've got a lot of Leons.
The Champions League winners. He might want to play for Tuchel. Producer Cam, who, to his embarrassment, is a Chelsea fan, was pointing out, though, Chelsea have got quite a lot of options in midfield. And he might look at it and go, am I even guaranteed a game? He might come in there and be sat on the bench. I think they had... I know they were rotating. They have Kante and Jorginho on the bench the other day.
Kante and Jorginho, Cam.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So is he going to get in ahead of Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic?
Do you think they're watching? Do you think he's watching these last couple of weeks then? In the Premier League?
He must have watched the Champions League games. He must have an awareness of who they've got.
Yeah, no,
he must look at it and go.
The start of the Premier League. Do you think you watch Southampton on the highlights of Southampton? If you're going to these teams,
but you go to him. You must go to him and go. Only goes to him and says, "Listen, I want you to come in here and play alongside Bruno and Pogba. That's my midfield three.
Yeah.
It's going to be you three."
Yeah,
And Niguez goes, yeah. And then Tuchel comes to him. I want you to come in here and be, part of my squad.
I like that.
And he really? Am I not going to start then? Am I not playing in this? Well, there'll be you, there'll be Jorginho, there'll be Kante, there'll be Kovacic. We'll swap it. And you think, nah, man, I want to in the game every game.
I like that.
So, I don't know. You don't know how these things work. Gaza7UK says, surely Carrick points this out to Ollie. Yeah, about the fact that we
true.
Because you think Michael Carrick, probably one of the best DMs the Premier League's ever seen. He must look at it and go, it must make Carrick queasy when he sees the amount of possession we give away. Because he was the master, wasn't he, at keeping possession. Yeah, he didn't fly into tackles. He didn't run with the ball. He didn't score screamers. He just kept hold of the ball, and he got hold of it as well. Read the game very well. He must look at it and go,
something needs to happen here, and then hopefully he can identify little character traits in players that he wants to bring in. Yeah, definitely. I liked when you were talking about the different managers, and this is a side note, but I spoke to a referee not long ago about the new laws that came in and the tackling and stuff. And he mentioned something that I don't think gets talked about enough, where he said all the managers will be in a meeting with the head referee at the start of the season to go through it all. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that meeting.
It's got to be.
Do you think they all get together? It must have been on Zoom this year.
Yeah, but
can you imagine everyone's heads? All the managers' heads?
Yeah.
Klopp and all that. Do you think Klopp would change his background for a laugh and have a bit of a thingy? Ollie slagging everyone off, but he thinks he's on mute. I think there's got to be... If anyone recorded that, I'd love them to leak it.
That'd be mint, that,
I'd love
it. Be quality, wouldn't it?
Just the ref speaking to 20 different footy managers, telling them that they're going to give tougher fouls this year.
There's any arguing in that?
Yeah.
Fucking well, I think we've been outdone by a fuck off, Jurgen. You would say that.
You know what I mean?
You soft swat. Hey. Oh, hang on. I went to last time you won a trophy, you dickhead.
See you on the 18th.
Had a few injuries halfway. Fucking tell me another one.
I'd leak it if you're watching.
If you're in that Zoom chat, record it if you can. Levy Man UK says, bumped into you earlier in the city, Jay. Said keep up the good work. You were very polite. Was weird to go to Manchester for a couple of days and actually see you back in the city. Yeah, thanks, mate. Good to speak to you earlier. Also, Baksar Kumar, sorry, I've just absolutely annihilated that name. Apologies. Says Neves over Niguez. However, Bissouma is better than fit for United. I think there's a better fit for United. Than both. By Bissouma and 21 is coming. Quality CDM is who we need, not another 8. And Jamie Usher says, Neves best option. Usher. Hey, make me want to be the one who buys Neves. Neves best option in my opinion. He's 24 until he's 25. So he's still young and he's well-rounded and has a great ping on him. With Bruno reportedly wanting him in here, surely.
Oh, that's even true.
It can only mean good things.
So when you look at, I know that you have to, as players, like if I was a player and I wanted another player, you'd go out your way, you'd slide into their DMs, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Now technology, now we're all connected so easily. I'd be sliding into DMs like no one's business.
Yeah.
If I'm Bruno and I think he can make my team better,
yeah.
I can try and pull him in, drop him a DM, tell him how good we're going to work together, give United that edge when they go and get him. Yeah. I hope footballers do that, and obviously won't hear about it, but I hope they do it. I hope they try and lure people in.
Oh, we are. Mama Shed says, yes, Joe, met at Mike Joyce's anniversary party.
Yes, mate.
Yeah. It was like a little shout out.
That was a couple of years ago, that.
Was it?
Yeah, at least 2 years ago.
Really?
And were we sat by a fire?
Were you sat by a fire? Maybe we can continue this conversation throughout the evening.
Yeah.
You can see there from the graphic, I mean, the thing that worries me there is official bid from Chelsea. Chelsea are making moves. And what are we doing? Discussing it. Waiting.
Still painting something.
Waiting for fucking, Real Madrid to buy Phil Jones for 50 million off us.
Wow, great.
You know what I mean? We're waiting for something. What are we waiting for?
Don't know.
What has changed now than the summer or the beginning of the season when we knew we needed a midfielder?
Yeah.
Just the Southampton game. That's not really, doesn't mean anything, does it, in terms of, that's an opener.
Yeah.
Obviously knew we needed a midfielder anyway. Why haven't we gone and got one?
Yeah, it's true.
He's available. We're fucking waiting. We're going to wait until Chelsea buy him and then go, actually, we should have had him.
Yeah.
It is a little bit worrying. Maybe we do need to sell to buy. Maybe we do need to get someone like Lingard off our books or something like that.
There's a lot of dead wood, isn't there, on the books. Martial could find a way out of here. I know.
I still think Ollie likes him. I don't think...
As a striker, as Ollie is a striker, you talk about Michael Carrick as a midfielder there before, identifying players that might do well.
Everyone in the chat saying, monitoring the situation. Yeah, a few people, Andy Jarvis says, monitoring the situation, Jay. And someone else has said it as well, Pete Morris. Yeah, that's what United are doing. Monitoring the situation. Do you know what I mean? And then they'll monitor it all the way to him signing for fucking Chelsea and winning them trophies.
You get about 40 million for Martial, I say, sell him.
I don't know.
What do you think Ollie likes about him?
I think Ollie remembers the good things he's done. I think Ollie's quite... It can be all... In some ways, he can be a little bit sentimental. Not completely, but like when he looks at De Gea, sometimes he'll always refer to the times when De Gea's, bailed United out when people criticise him. A little bit without Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial scored 23 goals for him, don't forget, 2 seasons ago. He obviously fancied him more than Lukaku, because Lukaku barely saw the light of day, certainly not as a striker for United under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So I think there is a little bit of sort of respect there. And also, this is the thing we don't know. We don't know what goes down in training.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, Anthony Martial in training might look like fucking,
just when we get frightened.
A better Messi. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. But you don't know, do you? Like, so he might look and go, listen, still a good player here. He's just something from a bit of lack of confidence or whatever. There you go. There's another update as well, where this is sort of all part of the same thing. Saying Man United have asked for Saul Niguez again in the last 24 hours. He's on the list with Camavinga. See, he's on the list.
I'd love if there's is it a real list?
It's like, do you remember when we went for our Wan-Bissaka? We had a list of like 1,500 right backs.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, this list needs to chill out, doesn't it?
On your list, you should have like 5 people, not fucking thousands.
Do you know like we make notes? Do you think Ollie makes notes? Do you know, on a notepad on your iPhone?
What do you reckon?
Do you think his list is on there?
Like, by...
need milk, could do with Niguez.
Yeah.
Text Glazer.
Yeah.
Or sometimes when I do something...
Pick up dry cleaning by Camavinga.
Sometimes when I need to do something the next day, I think I'm going to forget, I set an alarm.
Yeah.
I think Ollie does the same.
Yeah.
10:30, buy a midfielder, and he's just, whoop.
I do that when I've got my tablets.
Buy a midfielder.
Yeah.
You don't have any tablets?
Oh, I've got my blue one now. Get involved in the comments. Let us know what you think about Saul Niguez. It looks like they're making actual moves there. You can see from the latest graphic there. So Saul is set to leave Atletico Madrid. Chelsea open talks for Saul days ago. There's an official bid on the table. Loan with buy option.
Oh, loan with buy option.
He's ready for Premier League move.
Really? You're going to loan him and then why just buy him?
I think that's a bit of, best of both worlds, isn't it?
Fiddling the books.
I wouldn't go, you could accuse him of fiddling the books. I don't know if that's really what they're doing. I think it's more like...
No accusations there.
It leaves the door open slightly.
What, in case he's shite?
Yeah, for them, in case he doesn't really do it in the Premier League, they can go, actually, we didn't worry about him. And also, if he is good, they can then buy him. And if he's not that good, Athletic will probably have him back.
Yeah, true.
I presume. Makes a little bit of sense. I just wish United would just get our finger out and just go, boom, If we'd have gone in and got him early doors, if we'd have got Varane, Sancho, and Saul Niguez, like the video, yeah, someone in the comments saying that. If we'd have gone in and got Sancho, Varane, and Niguez, like in that first month,
yeah, then it makes a statement. Then doesn't
you think, fuck me.
You also start the season in a stronger way,
and then you think, Jesus, we're fucking out. We're not messing about here.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we've done a good start to the transfer window, and it sort of tailed off a bit. But there is still time. 7 days left.
Come on, Ollie.
What are you doing for deadline day?
Are you going to come down?
Is it a big day?
We're going to do a big bumper edition.
Ooh.
Like we did last year, and like we did when we were Devils. We're going to do like a 4-hour special to round it off.
Hours?
So we'll have videos during the day, and then we did a monster transfer deadline day live.
Will there be snacks?
Sorry?
Will there be snacks?
If you come down, I'll get some snacks.
I'll bring the snack.
You going to come?
I am the snack.
You going to come down?
Yeah.
Good lad. Come down. It was funny last time because it was me, Joe, and Macca on it. And at like 10:55, whatever, it's 11 it stops, doesn't it? At 10:55, Jim White, whoever, on Sky's like, big news coming out of Old Trafford. Big news. United have made a signing. And Joe was like, we've got him. We've got Sancho. And I was like, there's no fucking way at 5 to 11. We've got Sancho. And it was like, big news. United made a signing for Facundo Palestra.
Yeah.
And like, no disrespect to Palestra, but at the time we didn't even know who he was. So it was just like, all right, okay.
Yeah, this is not what.
But it was a little bit. It was a little bit busy because I think we got Cavani done in the day.
Yeah.
And then we got
that was crazy.
Diallo and Palestri. So to get 3 players in is quite big. I'm just having a look here.
How much would a super chat cost for you to read out if they called me a really bad name and were really mean to me? Would you read it out?
Have you seen the one on Arsenal? I always go on about it. Have you seen the one on Arsenal Fan TV? Arsenal Fan TV, right? This is the best clip. I don't watch Arsenal Fan TV, right?
I think I know
but it's the best clip in the history of fan
Christmas
channels.
Time.
Yeah, and he goes, it's Claude, God rest him, and Ty, and Claude's reading out the super chat, and he goes, Ty chokes on DT's Willie. What's that all about? And then Ty goes, don't read that out. What have you read that for? Don't read that out.
Oh, it's so
And Claude
funny.
goes, it's a super chat. You've got to read it out.
You've got to read it out. That's what I'm getting at. How much,
No, the woman, like, you hear the producer saying, you don't have to read them all out. And then Ty's like, I don't want to hear that stupidness. I don't care if they pay money. I don't want to hear that.
It's such a good clip.
And then that's Salah eating chips in a Christmas
house.
Yeah, why
well. Eating chips?
It's so good.
Anyway,
honestly, what a legend.
Would you say 10, over a 10 and you read it out?
It depends, like, if it was mean.
Really
like, if
mean.
it was something that I thought was nasty, I wouldn't read it out.
Oh,
if it was like, Joel's a bit of a knobhead.
$5.
Yeah, 50p, minimum, whatever the minimum money. In fact, just a comment.
What are you laughing at, Cam?
Yeah, I'd read it out. But if it was like something where I thought,
oh, that's too
if
far.
If it was something where I'm getting angry myself, thinking, hang on a minute, bro. I can say that about him. You can't. Someone in the super chat, Chevstar92, hasn't said anything offensive, says Saul would be a great signing, better quality in the depth. Plus Van der Beek agent, I spoke to the Telegraph, saying he's happy with all these plans for Donny. Surav Mukherjee says, what's your update on CR7 to City? It's bizarre if it turns out to be true. DM is a must if we're even thinking about 21 coming last 7 days of the transfer window.
Are we getting into that or are we leaving it for a bit?
Let me have a look at my list.
It's a good list. What are we doing?
We're going to get to that a bit later on.
Yeah, but it's the big one, isn't it?
Do you want to go into it now?
Well, what's next?
Declan Rice.
Yeah, let's do Declan.
Let's do Declan Rice. We're going to get into Ronaldo a little bit later on. There you go. Hey, don't get much bigger than that.
The swap
Top
deal.
Top of the league, West Ham.
What else are we giving them? Jesse Lingard and what? 60 million.
We're taking money off them. Jesse Lingard, and they give us a few quid for that duffer.
I don't know. Is Rice the answer? Would he be the answer?
You can see there from Andy Mitten, who's a friend of the channel, said, I know that Manchester United like Declan Rice. West Ham want a lot of money for him. West Ham want Jesse Lingard. Manchester United want money in Declan Rice. The Sullivans, West Ham owners, are not adverse to doing a bit of wheelie and dealing. I think this might have been from the Athletic podcast. I mean, he's not saying there, Andy, that's going to happen, is he? He's just saying United want Declan Rice. West Ham want Jesse Lingard. Obviously had a storm.
And then we give him a bit of dough as well, surely.
You think maybe Jesse and 50? Yeah. That makes sense.
Show me a Pepsi Max.
Right. There you go.
There's another one. I love so many Pepsi Maxes.
I think that would make sense. I just don't know if we've even got that 50 million.
You were splashing the cash before.
Mate,
30 million on Camavinga.
Yeah, but
why can't you find an extra 20?
Listen, we're going to go down that route. The Glazers have got lots of our money. They can spend fucking 200 million on a player. It's our money.
And 30.
Really?
20 million, yeah, I get it.
I get it. Yeah.
But yeah, surely you just,
And also, with the Camavinga thing, you could be going, all right, maybe we ship out Jesse for 20 mil. And that almost funds Camavinga. With this, it's Jesse and 50. Jesse's our most likely asset to go for a bit of money this summer.
What about Martial?
Forget about Martial going for anywhere. He's not going, right? You've got it in your head that Real Madrid are going to come in with like 60 million for Martial.
Fucking Fulham, mate.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. I don't think anyone's going to bid for him. He's just had a season where he scored 4 Premier League goals, so his stock's not exactly high. I don't think United look to sell him anyway. No. I think Ollie rates him. So I just don't see that happening.
Right, I'm sorry.
Shut up, you stupid suggestion.
Sorry.
Hey.
Don't
even want guitar lessons. Right. Yeah. With Declan Rice, is he the answer? We need a DM. He's a DM, innit?
He's a solid player. He's good on the ball. I like his work rate. His tackling's ace. He's often in the right position at the right time. He will be great communicating with the likes of Sancho and Rashford as they do their international stuff together. And you get Southgate really building a bond there. And I know you're saying, but club and country is different. But it's nice to know that we can make the most potentially of the England squad doing well if we make the most of our team, which will be based on Sancho and Rashford and Rice, etc. Is he the answer though? Sure. So I forgot about sure. Maguire, I forgot about Maguire. We've got quite a lot of England players, haven't we? Is he the answer? If he costs 50 million and Lingard, it's quite a lot for an answer in it. But, you'll splash the cash anyway, won't you?
It's our money. It's our money, Joseph.
It is. Just get him.
It's not the Glazers, it's our money.
I say why not?
Yeah. I'd have Declan Rice at United. I think he's a very good player.
Who starts ahead of him? Who does he start ahead of?
That's your 3 in midfield. In Bruno and Pogba. And when Marcus Rashford comes back, your front 3 is Mason, Marcus and Jadon. I'm going to start using first names.
It's a strong midfield, that, isn't it?
Of course it is. It's the best midfield in the world. Tell me a midfield that's better.
I'm not.
Maybe. All right. It's up there.
Up there. Top 3.
Top 3. But
we've not even got him yet. It's fictional.
Tom Greenwell in the super chat says Jay is secretly a Coke fanboy and hates cherry Pepsi. Not done Coke for years, son. Should we move on?
When we get into the juicy ones.
I know. Well,
forget Rice.
I think Rice is juicy. Let's have it right. If Jesse Lingard went to West Ham next week and Declan Rice came here, that would be the biggest story ever.
It's all hearsay, innit? I know.
Hey.
I like.
Pure and simple. Right. I know you knew that was coming. Right. Erling Haaland. Is this big enough for you? Hey. You like these big stories?
No, but it's just a juicy one on its way.
Right.
It's like this is tapas.
This is the hors d'oeuvres.
When's the main course?
Yeah, man.
This is an hors d'oeuvre. This is prawn cocktail. I like it.
Where's
just
the
know there's a bit of something on its way.
It's on its way. You can see there, Erling Haaland, United in pole position for world-class striker. German newspaper,
the headline.
Bild have reported that the Red Devils sit in pole position to sign Erling Haaland next summer.
Bild
Goodens. Bild.
Are they?
Yeah, man.
Bild.
They're like the Stretford Paddock of Germany.
Really? Are they doing their transfer live now?
Yeah. When they say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Now, they're all right.
Yeah. That'd be amazing, but I'm guessing...
Do you know what this is, though? It's all, like, tied to different things.
But you're not worried that,
like, if City get Kane...
Domino effect, isn't it?
Yeah, they won't go for Haaland next summer. If they get an older gentleman, they might go for Haaland next summer. If Real Madrid get Mbappe, they won't go for Haaland next summer. If they don't, they might do.
There's a lot of, but surely we're Man United. We should be getting the players we want now, spending the cash now.
Well, they can't get him.
We're
going to get him next summer because his buyout clause is when it kicks in.
Yeah, but you wonder then why wouldn't other major world clubs, if he has a storming year this year, then a lot of other clubs are going to be wanting him. He's a striker. They're hard to come by. City are finding that at the minute now.
Producer Cameron just wandering about with his pint pot. That's a bit disconcerting.
And his penis out.
Running the show.
Just got his knob out. So there's strikers, putting the ball in the back of the net is becoming quite a hard thing in the world. Like, we just need people who can score goals. He'd be well prized possession if he has a storming season for Dortmund this year.
You're right,
and put it away.
Good lad.
And he probably will have another storming season, although Sancho isn't there to feed him the goals. But, I think next summer might be too little too late. Get him in January.
Well, we can't get him. I think we can buy it. There was stories doing the rounds the other day, and I questioned it. A lot of newspapers had it, and I think it came from Marca, saying that, we can get him in January. I don't think you can. You might be able to sign a pre-agreement in January, but you certainly can't bring him to your club in January. I don't think so anyway. Mr. Dalton, lad, says, just seen the clip of Ty getting annoyed at Super Chat made my night. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, comedy gold, that. Absolute gold. Jamie Usher says, we talk about that all the time on the channel, especially me and McCullough. I want Haaland, but if we get him, does it stunt Greenwood's growth into the talent we know he can be? That's a very, very good question.
Of course it does. Also, as well, there's going to be a time where we have all these wonderful players.
I told you.
Great to read
64 million.
There's going to be a time we have all these wonderful players, and some will get left out. And if their growth or they haven't been,
some complaints. When
Fergie had 4 brilliant attackers,
yeah,
they were all at a good level of their game.
Yeah.
They weren't growing into the players they could be. For example, Rooney, Tevez, Berbatov, Ronaldo. So when he mixed them about and maybe he left one, it never stunted any of their growth. They were up there.
Very good point
they were up there. So whereas when we're buying these youngsters, even Sancho is still classed as a youngster, and Rashford is still getting to what will be his peak, 25, 26, whenever that is. So we need them to be built around and be world class. Fergie had the luxury of handpicking people and knowing if he left them out for a couple of games, they're still going to be as good as they were. Whereas, yes, I agree, Greenwood's growth would be stunted. If Haaland comes in, he obviously plays up top, and then Greenwood gets the odd games now and again, he comes off the bench.
Can you not change it and go with 4-4-2 diamond or something? I don't know.
I'd like to see them both playing up top. But I think maybe both of them are speedy. Both of them would be incredible together. I'd love to see him make
I think Joe was making his point the other day on one of the other videos that it could stunt, like you were saying, stunt Mason's progression. And I think now Mason does need to be playing every week. I really do. Or be a first teamer. Get rested now and again. I was annoyed the other day when he got moved over to the right.
I was so annoyed. Give us a headache Give us a headache. Why not, Mason? Make sure you have in a season like an unbelievable season, and all the end of it will scratch his head and go, "Do we really need Haaland?" That's the situation I'd like to see. I'd like to see Greenwood be like he's already got his goals already this season. I'd like to see him absolutely smashing it to the point where we are questioning if we need Haaland to come in, because Greenwood's the most
prolific, I think, English striker out of the last 10 games.
Yeah. I want him to be the goals.
Man. He's absolutely flying. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. I mean, let's face facts. If we get Erling Haaland, we're all going to be absolutely fucking buzzing. I don't think we'll be like, this is going to stunt Greenwood's, but it is a fair comment and a fair question. Should we get into it then?
Yeah, I want to get into it.
Hang on a minute. Wait. Sorry.
More chat.
There's more.
Building been back on.
It's written that Haaland and Dortmund will definitely part ways next summer, as Mino and Raiola will look to pull their exit clause.
He'd be arse with Raiola.
No, that's another fucking
Greenwood be unbelievable this season, so we don't need to deal with him.
So we look at him. Haaland do. Early new, we don't need him.
All right, like the video, they get it.
Yeah. I know, leave him, that's right, that. Don't tell him not to do that, eh? Jesus wept. You're not in your ivory towers now, son.
I'm just, I'm only winding you up. You finished both bottles.
Nah, still got one left. Right, go on then. Let's get into it. Ronaldo, Cristiano. We're going to have to change that Bruno chant if he does, because I'm not fucking singing his name anymore. Ronaldo went into Manchester City. Cristiano Ronaldo is seeking to engineer a move to Manchester City before the transfer deadline.
The question mark on that headline's good. Need a couple more, because it's still question mark.
You don't think this is happening, do you?
I don't think it's happening. I think he's got pride in where he moves to. His legacy's intact there. I don't see him moving to City. I simply don't. I really do not see him moving to City.
Joe.
And I know that is probably naive of me. I'm being a bit
You sat, right, on the Titanic with water around your fucking ankles going, we'll be all right.
What do you mean? He's the best player. He's one of the best players in the world. His legacy can carry him anywhere. I just don't think he needs to go to Man City.
They're going to give him about 500,000 reasons a week.
Why?
To go to Man City.
But why would he do it?
Because he's a footballer who wants to earn lots of money. I'm not saying I agree with it. But
I'd like us to match
and also, let's not forget, Ronaldo in 2008 to 2009, almost every fucking week during that summer, we had him going, where we'll end up, only God knows. Only God can tell us where we'll end up. Then coming out with stories about him being a slave. Just all sorts of nonsense. Fergie had to basically beg him to give us another season. Now, that's all fine. I didn't mind because he stayed for another season and won us another league title. But let's not pretend that he was like... He grew
won us another league title.
Yeah, it's not like let's pretend he grew up in Stretford and like wanted to stay United for his entire career.
He did stay United for a while though, didn't he? What was it? 6 years?
Yeah, well, he left when he was, what, 23 or something. It's not like he fucking, like, his career was over when he went on. Like, he's like, there you go, lads. I've given you the best years of my life.
Yeah, but he grew up in the city. I am being naive here.
He grew up in the city. We're coming back to the fucking city.
He's not. Oh, yeah, because now they've got taller buildings in the Hilton.
Do you honestly think, right, that he's in his head, he's like, I can't take my legacy at United? I would think that, and you would think that. I don't think he would.
I think he'll look at his counterpart as well. He'll always be compared to Messi, them two, won't they, Messi? And I know Messi left Barcelona, but there was tears rolling down Messi's face, and he did go to PSG, yeah, but they aren't directly, like, battling it out for league titles.
Listen, me and you were talking on the stairs before. Luis Figo was a fucking hero at the new camp.
Yeah.
A hero. They worshipped him. And he went to Real Madrid. You know what I mean? He was getting pig's heads thrown at him and everything.
He's different, Jay.
You know what I mean?
He's different.
Who was it? One of the Laudrups, Michael Laudrup, I think, went from Barca to Real Madrid. It happens, and these are fucking fierce rivals, right? Ronaldo, in his head, he's probably thinking, I was at United a little while ago.
I don't know if City won him.
13 years ago or 12 years ago, whatever it is. I've done my bit there. I won him fucking Premier Leagues and I won him Champions League. I'm getting loads of money to go to City. United aren't even coming in for me. I'll go there. I'm not saying I agree with it.
Why aren't United going in for him? Come on.
Does, but I think he'll go there. I think he will. I think the only thing stopping him is if City get Kane and don't want him.
I don't see it happening. I really don't see it happening.
Is that your heart or your head?
No, both.
Duo 1999, who's a member for 30 months, thank you for your support, says, my childhood memories would have to be deleted if that happens.
It's true.
Petty Argentina flags in the Stretford end.
What was your statement? Good statement upstairs.
If he goes to City, that'll be a million times worse than when Tevez went there. It will.
It's true.
Because when Tevez went there, people forget, we almost let him go there.
Yeah.
Fergie didn't make the offer that he could have kept him. I loved Carlos Tevez, but I think he'd scored 5 league goals in his last season. It wasn't like we thought.
Wild.
I think we underestimated how good he was going to become the next season. And Fergie almost forgot what he'd done in that Champions League winning season. But with Ronaldo, it's different, isn't it? Because he's the one that we still, a lot of fans.
Fans.
And I think if you're a certain age, like the lad there in the comments probably is, if you're like, I don't know, early 20s or whatever, he's your man, innit? Ronaldo. Like, I'm lucky I'm old enough to remember, like, Eric.
You know, if you were Fergie, you'd drop him a text, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You were Fergie.
What did you say? Do you reckon Fergie would send him a broken heart emoji?
No.
Question mark.
No, maybe put the shit emoji on it.
Shit emoji.
You dare.
Yeah.
You dare.
Dare you.
Yeah. I won't be seen. I'll be seeing you.
This is the thing, though. Can Fergie do that, or can you not do that if we don't even?
It depends if he's got his number.
Are we even going to go for him? No. Have we shown any interest in him? No.
Why haven't we shown interest?
I don't know.
In him? Maybe just doesn't.
To me, this makes more sense than. I don't know if it makes more sense, but in your argument with the Haaland thing, this makes more sense because this ain't going to stump Mason Greenwood.
True.
Because he's only going to come for a year, innit? And then he's going to go. The only thing is,
how much would they have to pay for him?
I don't know.
Big money for a year. It's not happening, Jay.
I don't know. It was City though, innit?
It's not happening.
UEFA have gone, financial fair play isn't a thing anymore. So that's out the window. City have gone 100 million for Jack Grealish. So they've now...
Yeah, but I don't think Pep wants it. I don't think Pep wants it.
City wants it. We don't break the transfer records. We might buy 50, 60 million pound players. But our biggest player, I think, was Riyad Mahrez in terms of transfer fee. We don't do that, and now they've done it now.
Yeah, but I don't think Pep wants this.
Well, he doesn't want Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, he doesn't.
I think Pep Guardiola would fucking run over his grandmother to get Champions League.
Not in the way he plays. He let Aguero go, and Aguero
let him go because he was past it.
Shit, yeah.
Or, not past it, but past it for what
Is Ronaldo still fucking amazing to be $500,000 a year and getting question marks?
Was it 38 goals last season?
Want for him? How much would you?
I'm not sure. They want something like. I don't think it's massive money because they want him off the fucking wages.
60 mil?
Maybe. It's the wages that are the kicker. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm going to get into comments because people are going to, like, obviously a lot of people have got a lot to say about this. Ryan N says, might jump off a cliff if he goes to City, don't do it. Yeah, listen, we don't advocate that idea, don't do that. Talk MU says, Cristiano would not join City, no way, he loves United too
much.
True.
Clip this.
Machiavelli the Don says, if he went to City, Luke Shaw would body him. Chris Taylor says, this story is just a lazy journo getting a payday out of the club and Ronaldo's name. Piss poor, won't happen, 0 out of 10, won't happen. Disciple of Ollie says, put 3 billion in Soldham Athletic and they'll be winning titles too, I promise you. That'll be true. Juve said he'd stay. Juve said he'd stay. Fabrizio hinted it too. Yeah, and Tisha says, I don't believe Ronaldo would ever go to City, but just the thought of it, of him in that kit gives me high blood pressure. Sean Usher says 25 million rumoured for CR7.
25? I'd pay that.
Tricky Ricky says Ronaldo, Messi,
Sticky
Neymar.
what?
Tricky Ricky says Ronaldo, Neymar and Messi at the same club. PSG went for him.
Yeah,
they'd have an half-decent team, wouldn't they? Messi,
it's
Ronaldo,
not as good
Neymar.
as the team they have now.
What, if Mbappe goes to...
Mbappe, you'd say Mbappe at the moment is just a bit better than Ronaldo. So if Mbappe... Really?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I mean, he's going to be in about 6 months.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, one's going up, one's coming down.
Who would you pick then if you were a manager? If you had a manager of all 4 of them, who's in your starting?
Who's my front 3?
Yeah.
I'd probably, out of the 3 of them, I'm probably dropping Mbappe.
I'd probably drop Neymar.
Neymar?
A bit shit, isn't he?
He's a bit shit, innit? No.
Shit against City.
He's not.
He was shit against City.
Yeah, but that's not like the be-all and end-all, is it? Like, he had a bad game against City.
Yeah, but he didn't have a good game.
And also, Mbappe was injured against City, so he's not exactly... If you're going to use that as a sort of measurement, he
doesn't get any credit. He doesn't get any credit.
I don't know, man. I think we're losing our marbles here with the with what's going to go on here with Cristiano Ronaldo. If Ronaldo goes to City, I'll be fucking fuming. Devam Sharma in the super chat, he just sent a super chat. Thank you for that. At least, yeah, messages. Someone says Steve82K says Mbappe is off. Jay, look at Twitter or Sky. Let's have a little search.
What's he saying? Cam, you should be on this.
Mbappe's trending. He's trending, people. Here you go.
Pants.
Confirmed, Fabrizio Romano confirmed. Real Madrid have made a formal bid for 160 million to sign Kylian Mbappe immediately. No green light from Paris Saint-Germain yet. Do you reckon he's got a clause?
Who?
Romano. Who's you fucking think? Fucking idiot. Mbappe!
What clause? They've all got fucking clauses.
Well, do you not think he's got one?
Clause than Santa.
Like, hey, nice.
But what do you mean, what clause?
Like, I don't know, 200 mil maybe, 100 million euros, like something bit big that's him in it. But do you reckon there is a one where it kicks in?
Yeah.
You might not know about.
Hopefully.
Because if he goes, this could ideal scenario here now for me, right?
I'd go with you on this one.
Yeah?
I know what you're going to say.
Mbappe goes to Real Madrid.
Oosh.
Who gives a fuck, right? Personally, yeah?
Yeah.
Ronaldo goes to PSG.
Oosh.
Kane goes to City.
Yes.
Yeah? Haaland next summer.
United.
Yeah,
Deal.
Him and Mason play up front,
Done
and
deal.
we get 100 goals from the pair of them in a season.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and win the lot. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's my dream scenario.
It's my dream as well, but the most awful thing is PSG go, fuck off, we're keeping Mbappe. Ronaldo goes to City. City just keep
have him for a season and get Haaland next season.
And then get Haaland next season.
We end up...
Kane's still crying.
We don't do it, That
Bring Kane over.
We're not going to get Harry Kane. Are we? And no one else is going for him.
Could be like a Van Persie.
It's weird, isn't it? Because no one's really in for Harry Kane other than City.
Yeah.
Like all those goals, and yet no one's really...
It is...
Like, and it's such a...
Maybe managers...
And you've got a player there who's won fuck all at a club that's going nowhere, that shits goals, and yet only one club's in for him. I know he's massive money, but you think...
Yeah.
Historically, clubs have always gone for goal scorers.
I don't know why.
He's like, I think your price tag must just put.
The price tag's too high.
Yeah.
Daniel Levy's just shooting himself.
I think Daniel Levy's probably looking at it and going, if he stays, he can get me Champions League football and that can give him money. Yeah. You know what I mean? It is a weird one, but we'll keep you posted on there. If Ronaldo goes to City, We won't do a video. We'll do graffiti across.
Yeah, you said they'd definitely have Welcome to Manchester back again, wouldn't they? Do you know the city?
They would, wouldn't they? They'd do something like that, wouldn't they?
They'd go all in.
Small time.
They'd go all in.
Yeah, and it'd be horrible.
Fuming.
Right. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, Joe doesn't think it's going to happen, so don't worry. I'm not so sure, but don't forget, if you're not doing already, to hit subscribe. Ronaldo Brown will be here in the morning with your news. Joe Smith's got a video as well he's done on Donny van der Beek. Hot topic about why he's still got a future at Manchester United.
Nice.
Interesting, to make sure you check that out. And also check out all the other videos on the channel. But more importantly, where can people find you?
Go find me, Joe McGrath.
Mr.
Mr. Smith. Go find me, Joe McGrath on YouTube. Get some more subscribers, please.
What is it you do? Tell people what you do.
I eat chicken wings. I obviously do a lot of other things, but on my personal YouTube, I eat chicken wings, and I do a thing called The Magazine Show, which I'm doing a special one with Joe Smith on Thursday. We buy one of those magazines that has crazy headlines, and we just talk about it, and we go through it. Do you know the magazines like My Mum Killed Me Dad?
Why are you inviting him, not me?
You're busy.
You didn't ask me when I was busy.
You're busy.
You just invited Joe, not me. I invite you on here instead of him.
Got
and you invite him on your channel.
No, Joe invited me here, by the way.
No, we didn't. I told him to.
Oh, really?
I WhatsApped him.
Don't have the balls to tell me. No, you come on.
You go and read your magazines with Joe Smith.
Great fun.
Anyway, it sounds
Great
shit.
fun.
I'm only joking. It sounds mint. Go and check him out. Go and check out his channel. You know where to find me.
Go have a Pepsi Max.
Go and have a Pepsi Max chair if you want. Other drinks are available.
available.
This has been Stretford Paddock Transfers Live. Thanks for watching.